What's up, guys? Welcome back to San Cristobal. Today is actually my last day in the city here. I've been here for about 8 nights, I think, 8 or 9, I don't really remember at this point. My bus to Palenque is around 10:15 p.m. tonight, so I'll be headed there. It's going to be like a 10-hour overnight journey, so definitely not really looking forward to that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But before I left, I wanted to give you a little tour of San Cristobal here and show you these really beautiful little cobbled streets and colorful buildings, and there's some really nice cathedrals around the town as well too. So yeah, let's give you a general idea of what it's like to travel here. It's fairly cheap. It can also be a little bit more expensive too if you want it to be, so it's totally up to you, but I really like it here. Up in the mountains, super laid back atmosphere, and yeah, food's really good. Hostel I'm staying at is great. It's made for co-working, so that's fantastic. I'll show that to you guys later on as well too, because it's really nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna wander around today, ramble a little bit, and see what we can see. So right now I'm headed to the Cathedral of Santo Domingo, and it was actually built by some Dominican friars in like the 1500s, I believe. I'll put below exactly when it was built, but it's actually famous for having these beautiful and intricate carvings on the front of it, statues and different designs. So it's actually quite close to where I'm staying, so I'm looking forward to going and checking it out. I actually haven't seen it since I've been here, and I've been here, like I said, for like 8 days. So yeah, let's go take a look. I really love this area of town that I'm staying. It's a lot more local. There's like street food and little markets and everything all over the place. It's such a nice vibe. And then when you get more in like the center area, it gets a lot more touristy, vegan restaurants, hippies selling their stuff on the street, whatever. It's still a cool vibe, but it's obviously a lot less local. But I love this area. So in order to get to the cathedral, you have to go through this like maze of little shops and markets and stuff here, but it's really cool to see. It's all like handmade clothes and jewelry and other really cool stuff, but just up around the right here should be the cathedral. Indeed, there it is. There it is. Such a cool building with all of the little carvings, so intricate. And I was incorrect, it was actually built in the mid-16th century, not in the 15th century. Quite incredible though. I'll go this way and see if I can get some different views of it. There we go. Hopefully the sun doesn't get in the way of the shot. So that was super interesting there. Really intricate and beautiful detail on the face of the cathedral there. So now I'm just headed down to one of the main streets. It's not the main walking street, but basically it's like a big tourist zone near where I'm staying. And by the looks of things, it is super busy right now. Yeah, definitely take a look at this. So as you can see, there's just hundreds and hundreds of shops selling everything you can possibly imagine, from useful to useless. Yeah, it's a fun place to come if you want something a little bit more busy, a little bit more touristy, a little bit more bustling. It's super interesting. So I'm just coming up now on the Cathedral of San Cristobal, which is one of the most distinct landmarks of San Cristobal, obviously. And then there's this really cool square here as well too. And at night there's like a big market in this square. And actually this cathedral was the one that was built in 1528, so I got this one confused with the last one that we visited. But yeah, this is really, really cool. Bright yellow. This big cross as well too. This cool little square where the locals like to hang out, and then like I said, at nighttime it's like a big market selling food and other interesting things. So I'm just going to continue wandering around some of these streets here and just kind of give you a taste of the town, like I said, and eventually I'm going to work towards that main walking street. And then after that, there's like a church on a hill that I'm planning on going to, and you can get some really, really nice views of the city. And the church as well is like beautiful colors and all that kind of stuff, so it's super cool. But I just love walking around and wandering here. I've been working most of the time while I've been here, so like in the mornings I'll work, and then in the afternoons I'll just kind of wander around, eat some food, and then the hostel is super, super nice and lots of really cool people there, so I've just been chilling out there a lot. So it's been a really relaxing week and a bit, and I highly recommend coming here if you're in this area of Mexico, or if you're planning on going like into Guatemala. This is a good hub to get there. You can go to Quetzaltenango or right to Antigua from here. My plan is to go to Palenque, and then we'll see what happens after that, but I do eventually want to head to Guatemala as well. But plans are pretty open. It's another cool square over here too. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something like mystical about having these really colorful buildings, these tiny little streets with the like cobblestone, and then just surrounded by mountains everywhere. Such a cool vibe all around. I really do love it here. It's been kind of chilly actually, especially at night. Like it gets down to like 8 degrees Celsius. It's rained quite a bit while I've been here, so I haven't done as much exploring as I probably would have otherwise. But I really do love it here. I could spend substantially longer here than I have for sure, and I probably wouldn't get bored. And it's amazing, like the contrast here as well too. Like just a couple streets over that way is Rail de Guadalupe, which is like the main walking street that I'm headed to, and only like a couple blocks this way, it's, I mean, look, there's barely anybody around, and it's super quiet, super chill. So it's nice, you can kind of do whatever you want. If you want to go to like some touristy restaurants, some cafes, bars, co-working spots, there's streets for that. And if you want to wander around like local areas, there's streets for that as well too. You can find kind of whatever you're looking for. And you can find some vegan tacos as well too. I went to a really nice vegan restaurant a couple of times here. They served some really, really good food. I'll see if I can find it while I'm wandering around. Alright, so we're basically at the beginning of Rail de Guadalupe, and so this part is not really that touristy here, but there's one main part of the street, maybe a couple blocks ahead here, where it's just full of like cafes and bars and restaurants and people walking around. It's sort of like the last street that I showed you with all the people on it, but this one's, I guess, just a little bit more popular. Alright, and then this is the spot that I was talking about on the street. This restaurant here, Pachamama, has some very, very good pizza, decent prices as well too. I ate there a couple times. They have like vegan food and pizzas and like more Western food. They have some like local dishes as well too. But yeah, decent prices for like some more Western food. Alright guys, I'm finally out of that super touristy area. I like going down there and it's cool to show, but I much prefer the more like calm local areas for sure, which I'm sure you guys know by now as well too. But I'm gonna head to, it's called Iglesia de San Cristobalito, something like that. I don't actually remember the name, so I'll put it below. I probably butchered that, but whatever. It's the church that's on top of the hill, so it should get some really, really cool views of the city and like the surrounding mountains and everything. So definitely interested to see what it's going to be like. I haven't been there at all yet. I'm actually not sure where I'm going, so I'm going to put the camera away and try to figure that out. And turns out, indeed, I'm going the right way. I think for the first time in history, my directions are actually not horrible. Right, I have arrived at the base of the hill, and it looks like I'm going to be climbing about 1,000 stairs again today. My legs are going to look incredible after this. I can't believe I haven't been here yet. Actually, I can't believe I haven't even heard about this place until today. It's amazing. It's definitely going to be some pretty incredible views of the town from up here, you can already tell. Where are you guys from?
I'm from Mexico.
You're from Mexico? Nice to meet you.
I'm from Venus.
It's nice to meet you as well.
Where are you from?
From Canada.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know what time on earth it is right now?
I have absolutely no idea. Do you want me to check?
It's
You're putting this on
316.
YouTube?
YouTube, yeah, is that okay?
Hello.
There's a nice.
This is Florida.
It's 3:16
Hello.
p.m.
YouTube meets Florida.
Oh, there we go.
Cutest dog in the world.
Yes, guaranteed all the views now.
How can I
Yeah.
find you?
Here, just give me 1 second. Let me cut. That was super nice. Met that couple there. Hopefully picked up a couple new subscribers. Really, really sweet people. And that's sort of like the typical like hippie backpacker traveler that you get in San Cristobal too, which I love. They're always such interesting and nice people. And they told me the views from the top are very, very cool. And they have a very cute dog. So there you go. Wow. Well, I'm glad I found this place. I'm definitely glad I came here on my last day. What a way to end it off. Oh, finally made it. Just kidding, there's more stairs. Wow, the world really makes you work for some cool views, that's for sure. Like an idiot, I didn't bring any water. Everything's worth it though, look at that. Let's go take a look at the church as well. I mean, the church is pretty cool. It's nothing like spectacular by any means. But it's nicely colored. And of course the views are really the star of the show. But yeah, I haven't been up here at all, like anywhere in this area. So it's like a nice change for sure. That's one thing I love about traveling, is literally every day you can find something new. You can do something different. And if you're bored, you're not traveling properly. Because there's always something you can do, always something you can explore, and always something new that you can find. Are they selling ice cream? They're selling ice cream out of this van. That is awesome. Super Mario ice cream, let's go. Still don't have any money though. Didn't bring any water or any money. I was like, it's gonna be a leisurely walk around town, you know, I don't need any of that. Never travel like I do. This is so nice. Well, let's have a bit of a seat. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed my time in San Cristobal, like I said before. It's just such a nice atmosphere. Super laid back, people are really nice, lots of options for food. And then yeah, I'm headed back to the hostel after this, so I'll show you what it's like. It's a great place to stay, especially if you're like a digital nomad or you're planning on doing any kind of working. It's called Co 404, and it's in like a quiet area of town. Beautiful areas, like in the backyard. And there's a little cafe, they make you breakfast for like a reasonable price. And yeah, it's just really, really nice. There's co-working spaces, cubicles if you're like me teaching English or something and you need to be talking all the time. That way you're not disturbing other people, they're not disturbing you. So that's really nice. It's just really well thought out. So yeah, I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna take this in for a little bit, cool down. And I'll get back to you guys when I'm headed back to the hostel. I'm headed back to the hostel now. It was a really, really cool day out. I enjoyed just kind of wandering around, taking in some of the sights, and yeah, the views from up there were super, super cool. So I definitely recommend going and checking that out if you're in San Cristobal. Like I said, I didn't even know about it until today. Somebody told me about it when I was looking at places to go while I was filming. So ended up working out really, really well. Probably my favorite place here, actually. Aside from just wandering the streets and stuff like that, it's probably my favorite like landmark for sure. But yeah, headed back to the hostel now, and I'll give you a little tour of that when I get there. And then I'm gonna relax for a bit, probably go get some food, and I'll bring the camera back out tonight so that you guys can see that square when it's like full of people with the markets and everything like that. So that's the plan for now. Try not to get hit by anybody is also a good plan. And yeah, so when I get back to the hostel, I'll do a little tour. So I'll see you guys there. So yeah, that's the hostel there. It's called Co404. It's like a co-living, co-working space. And I was in a dorm for about 14 Canadian dollars a night. And make sure you book on their website, not through Hostel World, because they'll actually give you a discount for that. And so yeah, that was like the front lobby area, and then the co-working space that I just walked through there. And then there's this beautiful sort of like garden area back here, hammocks, cafe. So really nice spots. I've already checked out, so I can't show you the rooms obviously, but I definitely recommend staying here if you're planning on spending like more than a week, or even if you're spending less. It's totally worth it actually, if you're working, anything like that. So yeah, super beautiful spot, and really reasonable price as well too. And all the people here are super, super friendly. So yeah, very cool. Anyway, I'm gonna put the camera away, and I'll catch you guys later tonight. Alright guys, so it's quite a few hours later now, and I'm just on my way to the bus station. I'm not sure that I'm going to get a chance to show the square at night here. If I do pass it, I definitely will, but I'm actually running kind of late for my bus. It's about 10 to 10 right now, and my bus leaves at 10:15, and it's about a 15-minute walk, so we're going to be cutting it pretty close, but you guys know I always do that. But yeah, I love San Cristobal. I met some really cool people here. The hostel, like I showed, was really, really beautiful, and just the town in general is so, so nice. So I definitely recommend anybody who's in this area of Mexico, or just in Mexico in general, to come here. Really nice vibes, really cool place, and yeah, luckily I met some really cool people as well too. And I got to see Jason. I don't know if you guys remember him from my videos from Mexico last year. He's actually living here now. So that was really cool to catch up with him. Obviously not on video or anything like that, but yeah, if I do get a chance to show the square, I will. If not, take care guys. I'll see you in Palenque, and wish me luck on my 10-hour bus. See you later.